Well, the menu that we're doing for this event came together just in a day's time with Juan and I back in the kitchen together. We just kind of started cooking. And I was like, hey, what are you doing over there? And he's like, oh, this. And, what are you doing? This. And, what do you think about putting this with that? I think that's cool.
I wanted to stay true to who I was and showcase what I can do and what she can do and bring in some Texas components to the menu. A little bit of Mexican, a little Mediterranean, some Texas proteins. I want people to see what we can do and what we bring and what represents us in Fort Worth.
We kind of established this really exciting menu because it's heading out of winter and into spring. So you've got all of those fresh flavors, those vibrant colors, those herbs that we haven't been able to use since last year, and having our friends there and who were other chefs and had terrific palates kind of put in their feedback.
I love this dish.
I think this is
that wine's not right.
This is Tiffany Oreo.
What would pair with that?
The dish has fat. It has the counterbalance with the acid on that. And I think it goes great with the red.
We even talked about, getting pretty on the plate and doing some molecular stuff, but I'm like, that's not who I am.
Keep the ingredients real and fresh and local. We're big on local ingredients and sourcing.
We don't want to make people believe that we're these, modern presentation techniques, and we're just good, simple, forward people who cook great food and put some heart behind it.
Part of the design that was difficult was the space we had to work with, because one wall is a brick wall, the rest of it are white. They have those great little windows, but there's very little space in between, so we kind of have to figure out how we're going to make those work with the paintings. They have a chalkboard, so how are we going to hang something over that to make it still look cohesive?
Oh my gosh, when I first saw that space, I was not thinking that we could pull this off, because there were so many elements that I quickly learned, A, weren't working for us, and B, we couldn't take out or paint over. We also had this ceiling that had so much debris on it. We had a variety of light fixtures, acoustical panels that did not match each other, weren't placed strategically. We really had to work with all of these elements, find a way to camouflage or hide altogether so that we could let the artist, their work, and the chef's beautiful table settings and their food shine. That needed to take center stage.
So Amy and I, in preparing for this event, I think it worked really beautifully and organically together, because there's something just so lovely about drapery with natural elements coming in. I'm hoping that all the colors and everything come together, that they don't look like Rainbow Bright just kind of threw up.
From there, we kind of blocked out the area. We made a 3D mock-up, very small, and then are going to kind of place our paintings where they will be in the room.
So just figuring out what I could put up there and how to even attach it to the ceiling. And also keeping a good weight and making sure that I was making these pieces durable and safe for the ceiling and the people underneath them.
We were able to use my medium of choice in this instance, and that was fabric. And we used a lot of fabric. We draped fabric from the ceiling, the walls, the corners, and what this did was camouflage imperfections. It helped with our acoustics, and it allowed for a backdrop for some of our artistic pieces and elements that were going into the room.